Hi, I'm with AV Nation on the Tram Talk at Sun and Fun 2024. My name is Savannah Thunder Hunter. I'm from the Tango 31 Aero Club out of McKinney, Texas. And here I have
Steve Afeman. I'm one of the directors at Tango 31 Aero Club, and been hanging around and doing everything I can possibly do to help for quite a few years now. And this is, in my opinion, probably one of the best organizations to help youth get into aviation, which is the future and is completely necessary in my opinion.
Steve. How did you get into aviation?
I loved airplanes and theory of flight from when I was even just a really little kid. And so I started building models and then flying U-controls and watching airplanes, and finally I made it onto the airport. There were no fences back then. So you could go out and kind of look like a poor lost child and watch things. And some people took pity on me and said, you know, what are you doing? Do you want to learn to fly? And so I started learning to fly. And it was completely different back then, but yeah, that's kind of how I started into it. Once I started flying, I realized I don't ever want to do anything but play with airplanes. I gave up racing cars and everything else. Anything I was doing, I gave it up and just went all in.
So, where are you in your flying career right now?
I am rather young for my age. I've been obviously toward the end of the career here. You never know how far you can go, and I'm pushing it all the way. But I've flown just about everything from night freight to corporate flying. I went airlines for 16 years and then decided corporate flying was more fun, so went back to that, and currently work for a Fortune 200 company out of Dallas, flying Gulfstream aircraft all over the world.
Well, now you're 3 days a week in a hangar full of a bunch of kids. So how did you find yourself there?
I kind of feel like I found myself there by just liking Kevin, liking what he was doing with the program. And the more you get into it and realize that it's truly a great program that goes back to the roots of aviation and brings people up with both maintenance and flying in the program, I felt like that was the way to do it. And the more I learned, the more I got interested in doing more and more. And so that's why I'm here.
All right. And if you had to give one piece of advice, whether that's to the club kids or anybody else young trying to pursue aviation, what advice would that be?
My advice would be find what you like doing and do it. Whether it's if you're going to be airplanes, whether it's mechanics background, if you like the controller part of it, if you like airplanes, whatever it is that you really are passionate about and like the most, do it. And keep doing it, because I don't feel like I've ever worked a day in my life. And that's where you can get. And I think also, the other interesting thing, if you do find yourself heading towards the pilot part, then probably you're going to end up like me, having to have airplanes, and having the mechanic certificates to go with the pilot certificates is paramount, because that's the only way you ever own them, is being able to work on them.
Right. Well, thank you.